So the movie starts off with the Gokaigers on the daily routine of packing up the Segiyak. Walking through these men like it's little to no difficulty, like it's a stroll in the park. Put the entire empire on the World Watch. I knew that the past 34 Super Sentai were watching this squabble. I was ticked off at how easy the Gokaigers were dog walking them. Frankly, I don't blame them. These motherfuckers had to form a whole ass army and sacrifice their powers in order to win. Meanwhile, these five had this shit on easy mode. Sometimes life just ain't fair, man.
But anywho...
But we get back to the boxing, with the Gokaigers transforming into the Goangers and then we speed blitzing the Gorman. I ain't seen no one moving as fast as this since Keiso tried to snatch the last Big Mac from McDonald's. Bro's got some serious competition. Meanwhile, the Generals are over here doing a spin move, probably feeding themselves after those lame-ass dodges. Look at these forms, looking like some ballerinas. The Gokaigers then proceed to turn to the Dynamite, styling on these NPCs, hitting the team pose as they blow behind them, ripping the pace straight out of the GOAT season. That is RPM. Now, if you watch Super Sentai, Power Rangers, or any other tokusatsu, you're probably on the edge of your seat, waiting to get
hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Cause you know for a fact that these niggas were just spoiling in the most theatrical way possible. I straight up whooped their asses with no problem. And lo and behold, I was correct. Because after the Gokaigers no-diff the ops using 5-man and are about to turn to the Goseigers, this happens.
NANI?
Huh? Also, peak how Gokai Green is in utter disbelief. Straight up had to do a double take to see he was holding nothing but air. The two thieves are revealed to be Gosei Black and Yellow, and after giving back the keys to their teammates, they transform and pack up the foot soldiers. Had the commanders like, yeah, we ain't dealing with this, and beamed out. After that little scuffle, Gokai Red demands the Goseigers give them back their Ranger keys, despite the keys originally belonging to them. Had Gosei Yellow straight shrieking. She was really about to spin the block out of the sheer audacity of this man. Red and Blue really had to hold her back. Also, Pete Black in the background holding up his belt like this is some wrestling. Bro thinks he's in the wild west with that pose, trying to look tough. Trying to act all menacingly. Buddy, you're not. Anyways, Gosei Red tries to ask the Gokaigers for the Gosei Nike and... Why is Black like this? Why is Bro cracking his knuckles ready to box at a moment's notice? After showing the Gokaigers the Gosei Dai sword, the Gokaigers still have no idea what these niggas are all about and still demand for the keys back. And listen, I love the Gokaigers, they're my goats. But shit like this where I generally do not blame the past Sentai teams for crashing out on them or being hostile. Like, I know I've been down on Gosei Black for trying to look tough, but I really don't blame him. Like, if I was being rage-baited by some pirates, I'll be tight too! Bro had just about enough of this tomfoolery. He was about to win a 5v1. Gosei Red makes one final attempt to persuade the Gokaigers into giving them the Gosei Nike, but that don't work. This nigga Marvelous wants one thing and one thing only, and that is treasure, and it's not going to let some punk-ass angel get his way. Had Gosei Red charging up the DW special, but Marvelous was like, parry, counter, set your ass on the concrete. The Gokaigers decide to screw it up towards the Goseigers, switching their weapons for peak efficiency. So the Goseigers summon their weapons, commencing the boxing. Now I'm going to have to slow this shit down because I know for a fact that none of you man are going to catch everything. We start with Gosei Blue striking Gokai Blue, but he parries the attack. Gokai Blue counters with his own attack, then spins around to deliver a double sword strike. Gosei Blue dodges, needing Gokai Blue to go back on the offensive, beating him up until Gosei Blue spins around and performs a counter. I swear, the way these two niggas are moving, it seems more like a baby battle instead of an actual fight. How are they not dizzy? Gosei Blue uses Blue Check to wrap this up. So naturally, you would think Gokai Blue would, oh I don't know.
Slide to the left, slide to the right.
But nah, Bro thought this was prime time for oral farming, so he decides to bust out some of the most unnecessary sword skills I have ever seen. What are these helicopter arm maneuvers? I knew Joe was smiling under his helmet after that display, probably thinking, hey, I just raised my own levels over 9,000. Like, bro, you are not Piccolo. Pack it in. The cameraman then switches to Gokai Green versus Gosei Black and... I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the most goofiest 1v1s I have ever seen. Listen, I like Doc, I think he's a good character, but this man does not know how to box to save his life. Because tell me why, when we switch to him fighting, he is already on his knees with this master please master pose. We're not even a minute into the fight and he's already cooked. How are you sending this bad? Gosei Black snaps the dual pistols out of Doc's hands, forcing him to read Gosei Black's attacks. So you would think he would try to make a dash for his guns, right? But no, guess what this man tries to do? He decides to grab onto Gosei Black's axe, thinking he can pull the axe away from him. Who are you feeling like, Mr. Incredible? Gosei Black rams Gokai Green, then proceeds to run up the wall, moving like Spider-Man. And at this point, you're probably thinking, why does he let go of the axe? And I'm like, I don't know either, blood. How do you have the highest IQ here, and you're doing the most idiotic things in this fight? And don't you keyboard warriors say, oh, this requires some serious battle IQ, or some shit like that. No, this is just basic common sense. How are you this stupid? And at this point, Gosei Black figures that Gokai Green is an absolute imbecile, so he decides to let go of the axe, and decides to bust out some of the most devious uppercuts I have ever seen. He was preparing for this as well, making sure he was in perfect form and warming up his hand. He was ready for this, unleashing some inner demons. Then decides to rip out a brutal right hook. Send Gokai Green's head an entire 180 degrees. Get this guy a map. Gokai Green finally gets his guns back and starts spraying on this man. Then really kicking bullets away like this is football, thinking he's Prime Ronaldo. Ref, do something about this. This has to be illegal. We switched to Gosei Pig versus Gokai Pig, and I ain't gonna lie, this fight was pretty mid. They were basically going bad for bad, copying each other's moves. They were really moving like Sonic and Metal Sonic in the Sonic OVA.
You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
Our fight. We then go to Gosei Yellow and Gokai Yellow, and they were active. Check how they're moving. Strike, block, get that shit out of here. Goes for the head. Forward, take notes. Goes for the most telegraphed uppercut I have ever seen, though. What is this? Get away from me! Pose. They go bad for a little bit until Gokai Yellow decides to turn this into WWE and gets her to the ground. Then proceeds to try to dice her up. Like, damn, girl, I'm not familiar with your game. Until Gosei Yellow blocks her and kicks her away. We go to Gokai Red and Gosei Red. Bro is literally running for smoke, screaming at the top of his lungs. He is in full crash out mode. I think I owe Gosei Black and Yellow an apology. It is clear who the true crash out of this team is. He low-key reminds me of Aang from Avatar. One moment he is all nice and friendly, the other moment he is a straight-up demon. It's always the nice niggas, man. Never pissed him off. Back to the fight, these two were moving like crazy. They were all like bam 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 bam. Gokai Red tries to get a naked, but Gosei Red pulls out a spin move. Gokai Red tries to shoot him again, but he is hitting nothing but air. I don't even know what to call this. These two were really trying to establish their authority to each other, going back and forth. Gosei Red finally gets a hit in. Bro really had to post the IG stick, say something like, just sent this power to Davy Jones's knuckle or something like that. Gokai Red gets his get back and slashes Gosei Red, and the two both knock each other out, stumbling backwards. The Goseigers finally decide to end this by ripping out the Gosei Buster while the Gokaigers respond with the Gokai Scramble. Both attacks collide with each other, resulting in an explosion, sending both teams blasting off, giving each other the Team Rocket treatment. We skip a bit of the movie with the Gokaigers at the Gokaigers, with Doc being able to identify the Gosei Night Key. We learned that the reason why the Gokaigers were unable to remember the Gosei Night Key was because they recently acquired it from this motherfucker. Hey, if this video does well, I'll make a part 2 covering him because oh boy, he is a whole can of worms. While the Gokaigers debate on what to do with the key. Someone needs to re-evaluate these agents because the way they are moving is like they're on some demon time. Dealing from the ops and running the fame with them was tough enough, but put it up at their own base and get immediately to swing it? I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty tough. I didn't know the Goseigers were like that. The Gokaigers respond by forming Gokai-O and landed on the Gosei grade and delivering their mean right hook, sending them straight to the ground. Having Gokai Red mocking them, telling them to get up, little did he know he would regret that. Nah, had the Gokaigers like,
You copy my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
the two mechas go bad for bad, with Gokai Red still talking shit, saying like, you niggas really think you're so cool just because you caught us lacking. Wait until we piece up that mecha of yours. What? What are you doing? Why are you turning up your plan? You had the upper hand. Why are you selling the plan with this fake mysterious speech? Oh, really? It's not a real battle if we just fight using force. Man, shut your bitch ass up! You had one fucking job, and you sold! I'm tired of these Blue Rangers figures that are so mysterious and brooding. No, you're not! Get a knife! So Gokai Red figures out that Gosei Red snuck into Gokai O to get the Gosei Nike, so he goes to stop him. The two box for a little bit with Navi Daisy Marvelous in the background. Going like, go Marvelous! I know you can do it! Like, as if we already don't need more Marvelous rewriters as it is. Also, Navi, you can, I don't know, help him? Like, distract Gosei Red or something? I'm just saying. Gosei Red tries to leave, but Gokai Red is like, not so fast, boy. Until Gosei Red is like,
Got a blast!
Get over here!
The two take it outside and check how they're moving. Bam, bam, goes for the next. No. Backhand, spin, move, strikes, blocks. Kid me was so geeked watching this fight. Two Red Rangers boxing with the mechas at the background. This was absolute cinema. Gosei Red tries to get some distance, but Marvelous shuts that shit down immediately, causing him to drop the Ranger keys. They both make a mad dash towards the chest until it's revealed that Gosei Red was able to snag the Gosei Nike. I know for a fact that Gosei Red had to take a picture and send this on his Instagram, sending it to all the Marvelous meat writers, saying something like, this is your goat? Also, watch that Gosei Blue is the only Goseiger not celebrated because bro knew his tomfoolery almost sold the plan. Okay, we're gonna skip a lot in the movie and towards the fight I'm pretty sure you all want me to cover, but before we can get to the actual fight, we need to do a bit of context. So this is Kuroji-Uji-O, head of the Kuroji-Uji Battalion, who were the enemies of the Gokaigers, the very first Super Sentai. He was defeated in Gokager, but using the hatred of the defeated Super Sentai fighters over the years, he was able to revive himself, which I find fucking hilarious. Like, imagine hating a group of people so badly that you are able to use that hatred to revive yourself. I know for a fact that if the KKK heard of this technique, they will be spamming that shit like crazy. So after forming an alliance with the Sangyak, he goes to attack the Gokaigers and the Goseigers, stealing the Ranger keys and sending them to different places via the help of his goons. So after some misadventures and both parties realizing, hey, they're actually pretty cool, the Gokaigers and the Goseigers are now the best of friends. They even did the whole hands in the circle thing. They really thought this was High School Musical. We're all in this together. So they all pull up to Kuroji-Uji-O, ready for a jumping, but little did they know, it was all about to change. He puts the Ranger keys into this massive ass gun and shoots over the teams, revealing to be all the past Super Sentai members. Well, majority. But still. And then he dips. Had the entire squad shook. Except for Marvelous. He was really like, we get to fight all these niggas? Bet. I swear, Marvelous is like the Goku of Super Sentai. Both not to eat, both not fighting people, and both are grenades way too much.
You need to leave!
So now that I've pissed off two fandoms, the squad realizes that they had to knock in. They looked calm already, but their palms were sweaty, their knees were weak, arms heavy, mom spaghetti. Okay, I'll stop. The squad is about to transform and wait. Why are you all standing here? Why aren't you shooting them? They're not even morphed. Now is your chance. Jump these niggas already. How has the fight not even started and you're all already selling this bad? How are there over 100 of you niggas and you all have the collective IQ of -50? So as I was saying, the entire squad transforms and does the roll call, commencing the boxing. Both factions come rushing towards each other, start this crazy free-for-all. The squad tries to advance, but they get stopped at the tracks and get blitzed by the Jetman. But the Changeman, Bioman, Turbo Ranger, Nightman, and the Maskman hit them with this 5-3 bazooka finisher. Oh, now you might decide to shoot them. Where was this 5 minutes ago? So now you think, well, that was the shortest fight ever. But you'll be wrong, because the entire squad decides to jump out of the explosion with the Goseigers powering up, hitting these majestic poses and giving them their finishers. With the clothes turned back into Ranger keys, the squad realizes that all they have to do is to hit them and hit them hard. And with 5 teams down and 28 to go, they get to work. Marvelous goes to fight the Dynamite with them using the new Super Dynamite attack. Marvelous Mario jumps into the air, shutting that shit down immediately, having the squad look like Yamcha. He then proceeds to run towards them, hitting the quick time event, sending them packing. Gosei Pink busts out the Super Pink trick, making quick work of Carl Yellow and Blue. Carl Pink then tries to attack her, but she's like, bitch! She then proceeds to block Carl Red's sword and pushes him away, then backhands Carl Green. She then gets the 2-for-1 deal for both Carl Green and Pink, Then blocks Carl Red's attack again and gives him the sidekick. Carl Red is like,
No, fuck that!
and goes for the hand-to-hand combat, but Gosei Pig reads that shit and slashes him. We switch to Gokaigers as she is easily piecing up the Operators, doing a 3v1 against the main three, smacking the sonic rings out of all of them. Operate Black and Operate Killer tries to jump up, but she's like, nope, I don't even know what the code is. She really is out here inventing new moves on the fly to pack them all up. Gosei Blue does a bunny hop on the Denji Man's attack, doing an immaculate pose while slashing up Denji Green. He then reaves Denji Yellow and Blue's punches and blocks both attacks simultaneously, then lets it rip and strikes them all down. We switch to Gokai Green and, oh my days, man. Peek how he is already fumbling the back, sliding down the hill like this is some slide, waving his arms like the clown he is. And here I thought it was raps. Ain't no way he was clutching the 5v1. But then something happened that I never would have guessed. He starts to lock in. He does a cartwheel, dodging Ninja Black and White's attacks. He kicks Ninja Blue, having him look like a car dealership inflatable. Dodges Ninja Red and pushes him, then weaves Ninja Yellow and stands behind him, having him look like a buffoon. He uses him as a human shield, then does a barrel roll and then wraps them all up and one-shots the entire team. Okay, I see you, Doc. Perhaps I owe him an apology. I was not familiar with his game. Gosei Yellow blocks 5 Pink and Yellow's attacks and decides to provoke the utmost disrespect, styling these two, backflipping on them whilst kicking them. She then packs them both up and then proceeds to one-shot the males. Didn't even get to the favor of a 1v1. That's how you know you're not tough. Gokai Pink blocks an attack from Miss America, sending her to do the most unnecessary cartwheel known to man, which Gokai Pink immediately shoots her for that. She then proceeds to run the two-man against Battle Kenya and Battle France, packing them both up for a T-pose on them, asserting her feminine dominance. She then runs the two-man again against Battle Japan and Cossack, backflipping on Bro's titties, then starts spraying the both of them. The cameraman switches to Gosei Black and he really is going ham on the Go-Go 5. Blocking Go-Go Black's attack like it's night work. Blocking Blue and Pink's attacks, uppercutting Pink too. My man really said equal whites, equal fights. Then slashes all four up. Go-Go Red tries to use his rope, but Gosei Black was like, give me that shit! Sending him rolling on the ground. He then hits it with the, I kid you not. Sometimes this shit writes itself. We switch to Gokai Blue and oh my days! Bro, stop trying to overfarm! Stop trying to pose for your IG flick! And it gets even worse. Landed this eloquent arm pose and immediately starts dicing up the Giga Man in 5 seconds flat. This wannabe nonchalant nigger, I hate him. We go to Gosei Red and Big One going bad for a little bit. Big One gets Gosei Red on the ground. He tries to hit him but Gosei Red dodges it. Then Bro literally gets bodied by the entire Jack Q, forcing Gosei Red to jump in the sky, blasting all of them and finishing the job. He then comes out of the explosion, hitting these video game ass combos, finishing him off. We then go to Gosei Knight and he was running the entire 6 Ranger gauntlet. He was running through all of these men. Bro is anti-jump resistant. Dragon Ranger and Keeper Ranger tried to jump him, thinking they were Sneak Nation, but Gosei Knight knocks their asses out of the sky. I know for a fact that all the Tommy Oliver Glazers were watching this and were crashing out like crazy, seeing that Goat get massacred like this. Some other 6 Rangers try to shoot him, but Gosei Knight turns into his sword form and blitzes all of them. He then pulls out the blinky and sends them all to the Shadow Realm, turning his head to the cameraman, making sure we caught all of that. We finally get to the duos where we see Gokai Pink sending Bio Pink to the ground, having her do the Sonic Spin Dash. Gokai Pink tries to get the double kill on White Swan and Terror Ranger, but White Swan reads it and goes in for close combat, but Gokai Pink kicks her away. Bio Pink tries to get a nick in, but Gokai Pink snaps that shit away so elegantly. She then proceeds to shoot Terror Ranger and hits the running animation. We got the Gosei Pink flipping over Garo right and giving Machi Pink a nice left cross. She then reaves Time Pink's attack and hits her in the stomach, making her look like she needs to go and throw up. The two run into each other and team up using the Pink double attack part 2. Don't ask me where the part 2 comes from. We switch to Gosei and Gokai Yellow, taking out the entire Yellow Ranger army, doing this graceful out dive, taking them all out. We go to Gokai Green and bro, he's still cooking! He packed up Mammoth Ranger and then re-spoken Black's hammer. Playing with Gosei Black, hitting the 3-piece chicken McNugget combo and slashes Shishi Ranger, blocking old Green, giving him another 3-piece. Then dices up the other Green Rangers. He gets pushed back and is about to attack until... Oh god damn it! Give me back his chain! I am familiar with his game! This man is a fraud! And to make things worse, Gosei Black has the bright idea of holding this nigga's legs and to have him shoot rapidly all over the place like a water sprinkler. And it actually worked. We go to Mr. Oil Farmer himself, contributed to animal cruelty by killing Full Shock and Gal Blue. Other Blue Rangers try to shoot him and you know the drill by now. He deflects them all like the tryhard he is. He is about to get jumped but is saved by Gosei Blue. This guy, man. The two continue with their respective fights until Gosei Blue gets caught, so Gokai Blue has to help him out. Bro really had to turn his back on him, then say he has repaid his debt to him. Like, why are you like this? The two finish off their opponents, leaving only the Red Rangers, and they charge into the fray, ready for smoke. Gokai Red further contributes to animal cruelty by hacking out Red, then he blasts Kabuto Ranger. Kicks Tyranno Ranger, having him doing that, my foot! Deflects Go Red and gut checks Mega Red with the elbow. Gosei Red gets the meal deal combo by packing up Bio Red and Deco Red. And then he deflects these blasts so elegantly. Flies up and knocks all three of these NPCs out of the sky. Block, sends them back to the Shadow Realm. Gokai Red then kicks Kabuto Ranger, say he's not even a real Red Ranger, ends him. And then he powers up the Gokai Saber and was the god of the fan favorite PR seasons. Kicks Spoken Red though, get that trash R season out of here. Then proceeds to send him and Mega Red to the grave. Gut punches Go Red, then kicks Ty Red, and him and Gosei Red finish up the remaining Red Rangers. Now if you were actually counted during the entire thing, you're probably like, wait a minute, that isn't all, and you are correct.
Tactical nuke incoming!
With the remaining 4 teams busted out their final attacks, the squad follows suit. Both parties fire off their respective attacks, and through the power of friendship, the squad overcomes the combined attacks of the Shinkensers, Gokaigers, and the Geki Rangers. And with Gokai Red and Gosei Red doing a 2-battle on the OGs, the fight is finally over. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the Gokaigers and the Goseigers went from the worst of enemies to the greatest of allies. And yes, I know, before you all go typing in the comments about the Super Sentai Bazooka and the Mega Battle, I'm not gonna cover it. Listen, the script took way longer than I wanted it to, and I'm too lazy to actually cover it. If you really want to see how the entire movie plays out, you can go watch it on YouTube, it's free to watch. And I think that just about covers everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, whenever you're watching this, and until next time.